สวัสดีจ้า What is a wolf in sheep's clothing? What's another name for a wolf in sheep's clothing? Do you know? It's called a deceiver. It's someone who says something, but it is not entirely the truth. You see, we have a lot of wolf out there in sheep's clothing. Now, one of the ways you can tell, if you're in tune with the energy, then you can tell. It is quite clear. Sometimes you get a feeling, sometimes you just kind of know. I made a choice when I was 18. I made a choice. And that choice was, to the best of my ability, to be honest and never steal. Well, what kind of happens is you generate a energy that is around you. And when someone says something against you, it always comes back to them. And sometimes, threefold, tenfold, a lot worse than they did. You see, the energy, you can say that your guardian spirits or your guardian angels protect you and will fight for you. And I know there are people out there that don't believe in a lot of that stuff. But one of the things you have to understand in today's world, this body is only a container, a bit like this cup. What's inside it, you can't see. What's inside it is actually lemon juice and water, and I always have lemon juice and water first thing. Anyways, the energy is everything. You see, energy itself, to understand properly, goes before and goes after. So let's say you're doing something and you don't want to exactly tell the truth because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you just want to be a thief. But most thieves and liars, there's a saying, if you've got a business or you want to check if your friend is going to steal from you, give them a test. Because if they will lie to you, they will steal from you. If they will steal from you, they will lie to you. Every thief will tell a lie, and every liar will steal. And you'll say that's not quite true. You can't have one without the other. Just because this is a knife and that is milk powder, and you'll steal the milk powder but not the knife, or you'll steal the knife but not the milk powder, is that stealing? Both are stealing. Stealing is sometimes an idea that's not yours. See, stealing is sometimes, when you understand meditation, you'll understand that the thoughts of the mind are more powerful than the actions and what you do. I said the thoughts of your mind are more powerful than your actions and what you do. Because everything comes from the thought. You first have it in your mind. If it's not in your mind, you wouldn't do it. It's quite simple. This is cha kio. Cha kio, katuna cha. Green tea. Making a green tea latte. If it's not in your mind, you would not do it. And what is your motivation? What is your motivation? You understand? Your motivation? What makes you click? What makes you do it? Because some people are like the kamikaze pilots out of the Second World War. Some people are like those that will take and kill themselves for their belief or their religion. You see, the belief is a powerful thing. And your mind and your will is all tied around your energy. You see, your energy is a lot deeper, a lot bigger, and it's a lot more than what you give credit for. It's a lot more than what people believe. Your energy is everything. You change your energy and you change your life. It's literally like that. If you go into the depths of meditation, where you leave the body, then you change your whole thought. And everything happens because of the thought. You think something and it happens. That's just meditation. You see, mindfulness meditation where we just sit, this is one part. But the very key essence for those that have, I know a few out there have passed away and had after-death experiences. This is very similar to meditation because that part of leaving the body and that, you go through that. And then you think and you see. You see, it's a bit like what you don't know, you don't know. But what you know, you know. But if you really want to know, you must not know, and then you shall know. For it is in the not knowing, it is the really or the true knowing. Understand? Now that sounds a bit gibberish, but knowing doesn't come from learned knowledge. That is limited. Learned knowledge you read from a book. All of that is limited. This is Numa Pao, coconut milk powder. Numa Pao, it's all learned knowledge. But when you get knowledge that comes from meditation, it's not something you can pinpoint. It's not something that you can say come from here or came from there. It's just like, I don't know, I just know this thing. And as you get into the depths of meditation, you get more and more of this. This comes more and more. And in fact, what I'm talking about today, a lot of it comes from meditation. And in meditation, the key to meditation is not to fight. We call susu in Thailand, but it's not to fight, it's to let go. You see, again, it comes down to what you know is what you know. But see, once you are, and that is the hardest thing personally that I've found, that letting go, and even in meditation, you're learning meditation, and life is about learning. You never get there, it's always a step. Those that have gotten there have just limited themselves. You see, there is no end, there is no beginning, it is all just one. That is the true essence of it. Everything else is a limitation. Just knowing and just being. Not thinking, not overthinking. It is what it is, you know? And it's not so much the happiness. To have abundant happiness, you'll have abundant sadness. It's all one. You can't have one without the other. It's yin yang. It's like today's day and tonight will be dark. This is life. This is life. Where's your energy? You see, you want to change your world, but you don't want to deal with yourself to change. You want everyone else to change. And that will never work. And it is only through trauma do most people change. Trauma of financial trauma, family trauma. And this is what changes most people. But when you get into the depths of it, you strip away everything. You know, I'm a Buddhist in this. I remember out of the scripture, one of the scriptures of the Bible talks about it is harder for the rich to enter the kingdom of heaven. In other words, in Buddhist terms, it is harder for the rich to enter Nibbana or enter the freedom, because your happiness comes from your material goods. And you say it doesn't, but then go and live without it. And there's nothing wrong with being rich. Being rich is good. Being poor is a bit hard, but everything is possible, and everything is happiness. Everything is sadness. It's your energy that you choose. You see, when your happiness comes from a car, when your happiness comes from an item, you've given your energy into that. If my happiness comes from this chakio latte, which is green tea, then when it's finished, I lose my happiness. Or my happiness comes from that chocolate bar. When that's finished, I lose my happiness. But when your happiness comes from inside, your happiness stays within you. And these are just external things. Now, as you learn this, you must understand that sometimes when someone does something, it comes and it crosses that line. That is what you're feeling. But that is not you, that is them. You see, if you're an empath or you are especially a 6 or 7, but 3s and 4s are very sensitive, 5s, very, very sensitive to this. And this energy changes that you grow up, and a lot of what you're feeling is not you. It's actually them. It's another person. And the easiest way to test this out, if you walk into the forest or walk into a park or by a waterfall by yourself and just sit there for a while and let everything go, are you still in pain? No, you're happy because you come back to yourself. And then you walk into a room and they've just been talking about you and you kind of go, ouch. And you react. You see, a reaction, an action is always a reaction. If you walk past someone because of their skin color and you reacted, then why did you react? Or because of their gender and you reacted, why did you react? And you'll say it's because of them, but it's not. It's because of you. You've got an undealt issue that you need to deal with because you do not know them. It's just someone you walk past in the street. If you do not know them, why do you react to them? That means it's your problem and your energy. You see, these undealt energies are a seed, like a seed in a garden, they grow. And if you don't deal with them, then your garden's going to be filled with weeds. And how do you cover it up? You turn your back on it. You turn your back on it, don't you? And all those weeds grow. Then you start blaming other people, don't you? And then you start commenting about people who have a dirty backyard. Interesting, eh? Have a nice day, guys. Chuk tita.